Should the Children's Health Program, I should be more specific, the Children's Health Insurance Program be reauthorized? Of course it should be reauthorized. It has a long history of strong bipartisan support. This is a major issue in reaching the point of whether or not we need to get something passed, and we do need to get something passed so government doesn't shut down. In regard to the Children's Health Insurance Program as being part of that, this started very early last fall when the Senate Finance Committee overwhelmingly passed a 5-year extension from that committee, once again stating the strong bipartisan support that the Children's Health Insurance Program has. Now, thankfully, it's moving along in the House of Representatives because that body has included a 6-year extension of Children's Health Insurance Program in the continuing resolution that we have to get through the United States Senate. So that 6-year extension would be the longest extension of the program since the program was created over 20 years ago. Now, I'm sure this is going to be surprising to our constituents for sure, and maybe even surprising to members of this body. But this reauthorization of 6 years actually saves $1 billion. I cannot believe that we're in a situation where people who have said they supported the Children's Health Insurance Program would vote against its reauthorization when the House resolution comes over here. But that's what the leadership of this body is dealing with to make sure that the Children's Health Insurance Program is elevated in this debate, so people know that they have been crying for a long period of time about this bill finally, this Children's Health Insurance Program finally being reauthorized. Could be in a situation of voting against what they've been pleading for a long period of time. My colleague from the Senate Judiciary Committee, Senator Feinstein, said, and I quote, "Health care coverage for kids should be a no-brainer," end of quote. I agree. The Children's Health Insurance Program reauthorization is a no-brainer. The value it has for the kids and saving this money at this point. Senators Warner and Kane from Virginia wrote, quote, "We ask that you include bipartisan legislation reauthorizing the Children's Health Insurance Program in any upcoming funding legislation," end of quote. Well, it's here. For all these senators that want the Children's Health Insurance Program reauthorized, this is the opportunity to reauthorize it. Will you vote against what you've been advocating for a long time, the reauthorization of the Children's Health Insurance Program? In my state of Iowa, 68,792 children at the latest enrollment are in CHIP, depending upon Congress to do the right thing. The right thing to do is to reauthorize the Children's Health Insurance Program as soon as possible, and that could be today or tomorrow, and for 6 years, so we don't have to deal with it for a long period of time. So, my fellow senators, this is a time for statesmanship, not gamesmanship, and time to vote for a prompt reauthorization of the Children's Health Insurance Program.